Hello everyone. So today I flew to Milan because I wanted to experience the Champions League semi-finals between Inter Milan and AC Milan here. So here behind me is the Stadium San Siro, one of the most known stadiums in all football history, and the semi-finals of the Champions League is going to take place right over here. This is a rare occasion where two clubs from the same city face each other in the semi-finals of the Champions League, and I wanted to experience a day in Milan and see what the city thinks of this big game. The city of Milan is of course known because of Fashion Week, but it's also known because of this big football rivalry. But even though I was there in Milan, I didn't want to go to the stadium because I wanted to experience the day in the city center. And the first thing that I wanted to see was both teams' official stores, starting with Milan. This club was a previous winner of the Italian league, but had lost the first leg to Inter by 2-0. But anything can happen in a derby, and they could still win the next one and go to the final, especially with the comeback of their star player Rafael Leao from Portugal. I then tried to see the Inter store, but I encountered a problem. The line was already huge, so huge that I couldn't go in, and the fans were already chanting for their team. I visited the famous Galleria Vittorio Emanuele II. It looks a bit like a classy mall with all the famous luxury brands, but it might be more famous for the legend of the bull. The legend says that if you spin around the bull's private parts, it will bring you good luck. I didn't really want to do it at first, but I ended up doing it anyway. And this is so silly. After that, I visited a few luxury shops for fun, and you would be surprised to hear that many of the products were cheaper than a last-minute ticket to the game, which was around 1,300 euros for the seat. I also went around the city to visit a few of its monuments, especially the impressive Castello Sforzesco, and of course I tried some food. As the start of the game was getting closer, it was time for me to go back to the city center to try to interview some fans and even try to do it in Italian. And I knew I had to do it in the most famous place of Milan, the Duomo, the third biggest cathedral in the world. The derby takes its name, Derby della Madonnina, because of the Virgin Mary statue located on its top, which is disputed between the two teams for local pride. So I went to the city center of Milan next to the Duomo to see what Milan people think. I even bought a scarf of the derby, and I'm going to ask many people from different countries, because this is an international event, what they think about the derby. ¿Cómo es que unos valencianos pueden apoyar el Milan siendo de España y no de Italia?
Nosotros somos del Valencia, pero nuestro amigo nos ha inculcado el sentimiento del Milan y hasta aquí, aquí estamos para que gane hoy y hacer mucha fuerza y que podamos disfrutar de un gran viaje.
Sí. La llegada de Rafael Leao al equipo, ¿crees que va a ser un cambio en el partido?
Va a ser determinante, porque sin Rafael Leao el otro día muy mal en ataque. Hoy Rafael Leao en banda destroza 0-3. Vamos, 1, 2, 3, Forza Milan!
Come vedete la partita per oggi?
Vedo favorita l'Inter, però diciamo il derby è tutta una partita a sé, quindi anche il Milan ha le sue chance, anche da tifoso interista lo dico, però io spero che vinca l'Inter ovviamente.
E tu credi che col risultato di 2-0 è già vinta la partita?
No, purtroppo no, perché l'Inter è capace di tutto, può vincere stasera anche un 4-0 come può perdere anche 3-0, perché purtroppo l'Inter è una squadra che in certi momenti è molto fragile, però ritengo che sia molto favorita l'Inter sotto l'aspetto diciamo agonistico.
Se il Milan segna nelle prime 10 minuti sarebbe troppo difficile per l'Inter di vincere?
No, l'Inter ha un'ottima difesa, quindi credo che fino alla fine resisteremo, ma alla fine la spunterà l'Inter.
Sì. E qual è la chiave tattica per vincere oggi?
Il centrocampo, dobbiamo essere molto forti al centrocampo, con un centrocampo di interdizione, e se gioca Leao fare in maniera rapida i raddoppi sulla fascia.
Sì. Diciamo che quest'anno è stata una cosa incredibile, nessuno si aspettava questo percorso, soprattutto nella Champions. Magari pensavamo di arrivare primo o secondo in campionato, invece l'Inter ci ha sorpreso e siamo veramente felici di partecipare fino alla fine a questa competizione. Quindi diciamo negli ultimi 3 anni ha vinto lo scudetto, poi è arrivata seconda, quest'anno c'è la semifinale della Champions,
Anche la Coppa Italia.
Più la finale di Coppa Italia, e Inzaghi è un grande per la Coppa Italia, quindi diciamo siamo soddisfatti per gli ultimi 3 anni.
3, 2, 1. Forza Inter!
Oh!
E credete che l'Inter ha già vinto?
No.
No, questo non si può dire mai. Siamo messi bene, ma si parla alla fine,
E con Raffaele Leao cosa credete che succederà?
Lo fermiamo.
Speriamo bene.
E qual è il pronostico?
Va, pronostico.
Non volete dirlo?
Non si dice.
Non volete dirlo? Va bene, grazie.
I kept trying to look for interviewees in the city until I heard something. Next to the Duomo, many Inter fans had gathered together to chant loudly for their team.
So something I've noticed is that during this day there are more Inter fans than Milan fans. What I've noticed is that most people that support Milan are from foreign countries and not really from Italy, whereas Italian people that are present, Inter fans that are present, are mostly Italians, as you can see in my interviews.
Donc je voulais d'abord que tu te présentes.
Ouais, alors moi c'est Mehdi, je viens d'Algérie, du coup je suis fan du Milan et cela depuis plusieurs années. Voilà.
Aujourd'hui à Milan, c'est plutôt la fête pour les interistes, on les entend beaucoup, ils font beaucoup plus de bruit que les Milanais et j'ai dit tout à l'heure que c'était plutôt les milanistes étrangers qui étaient venus à Milan pour essayer. Comment tu expliquerais ça?
Peut-être ça serait par rapport au score de l'aller, il y a 2-0 pour l'Inter. Peut-être que les Milanais ils sont pas encore ici, surtout au Dôme, peut-être à San Siro, peut-être ailleurs, voilà.
D'accord. Et pourquoi tu as fait le déplacement? Est-ce que tu habites à Milan ou tu es venu d'ailleurs?
Non, je suis venu d'ailleurs, je suis en vacances et du coup comme il y a cette rencontre, alors j'ai voulu à tout prix assister ici à Milan et venir.
Est-ce que tu crois à la remontée du Milan?
Ouais, complètement, il faut y croire, on peut le faire, on est le Milan, faut pas oublier ce qu'on a fait, donc ouais, ça serait logique de faire la remontada comme on dit.
Quel est ton pronostic alors?
Alors, pronostic, ça va être, je pense que ça sera un 2 partout. Et ça va aller jusqu'en prolongation. Il y aura 3-2 pour le Milan et on va se qualifier. Je l'espère en tout cas.
Merci beaucoup.
Forza Milan, merci à vous.
It took me a little while, but I was finally able to find some Italian Milan fans.
Come vedete la partita di oggi?
Sicuramente l'Inter favorito, però possiamo ribaltarla.
Il Milan fondamentalmente non ha nulla da perdere, cioè, già noi siamo teoricamente con la testa un po' fuori, quindi quelli che hanno qualcosa da perdere sono loro, quindi teoricamente noi giochiamo più sereni sulla carta e con un maggior valore aggiunto che Leao rispetto all'ultima volta.
Sì, perché Leao gioca oggi?
Sì,
titolare.
Sì. E qual è la chiave tattica della partita per Milan?
Penso sempre palla a Leao e lì si sviluppa la partita.
O bloccare la loro costruzione di gioco, non so adesso se gioca Brozovic lui o eventualmente Barella, che secondo me è quello più pericoloso.
Sono straniero e voglio sapere perché il derby è così importante per la città di Milano.
Insieme alla Juve sono le 3 squadre che hanno vinto più in Italia, e soprattutto il Milan e l'Inter in Europa. Di conseguenza già il derby è importante, soprattutto quando si parla di una semifinale di Champions League, è molto più sentita.
Sì. E allora qual è il pronostico per oggi?
Per me è 2-1 Milan, però passerà l'Inter.
Il Milan vince ma passa l'Inter.
Ok, grazie.
Grazie.
It was almost 9 p.m. in Milan and the game was about to begin. I was told to go to Navidi, the area of the canal, because it was one of the most beautiful places of the city, and also because there were many bars to see the game. AC Milan was ready, Inter Milan was ready. Only one was going to reach the final of the Champions League, and now it was finally time for the game to start.
So right now I'm watching the game Milan versus Inter in a bar in Navili, and it's time to say like what I think myself about the game. I do think it's going to be 1-1. I do kind of support Milan. I do want to support Milan. I do want to see remontada, as they say. But I think my honest opinion is that it's going to be 1-1.
The bar where I was had mostly Milan fans. Milan did dominate the first half, but in the end, Inter forward Lautaro Martinez would score the only goal of the game at minute 74. The result was a 1-0 victory for Inter. As soon as the game ended, I went back to the Duomo, where Inter fans were gathering together little by little. Soon, countless fans were celebrating this extraordinary victory. It was a heartwarming experience to see friends celebrating, families coming to the celebration, the joy of the children that are discovering football. Even the dogs were here.
So in the end, Inter won. Inter won. I really can't believe, as you can see behind me, the city is very happy for the result they have, man. So deservedly won. A very deserved victory for Inter. People are here with their families, enjoying, having fun. It's been so much fun. It's been since 2010 they haven't been in the final. I just wanted to say that I couldn't have done this without the help of my roommate, Rafael Menendez. Thank you, man. Thank you, man.
So this was my trip to Milan. I thank you all for watching, and I'll leave you with some footage of the celebration.